Good day, sir. We are from Group 5. The title of the article is Labour Performance in Malaysia Manufacturing Sector from 2011 to 2021. My name is Kalevani, daughter of Nalathambi. My metric number is 278239. I want to present the introduction. There are three contents in the introduction, which are the research questions, research objectives, and literature review. There are four research questions. Firstly, how many labor forces in Malaysia are employed in the manufacturing sector from 2011 to 2021? Secondly, what is the trend of labor productivity in the manufacturing sector in Malaysia from 2011 to 2021? Thirdly, what are the reasons that contributed to the ascent or descent in the labor productivity in the manufacturing sector from 2011 to 2021? Lastly, what should the government and other related parties do to improve productivity in the manufacturing sector in Malaysia? Next, research objectives. Firstly, to analyze the trend of the total employment rate in Malaysia and labor force employed in the manufacturing sector in Malaysia from 2011 to 2021. Secondly, to compare the trend of labor productivity and the growth of the productivity in the manufacturing sector in Malaysia from 2011 to 2021. Thirdly, to determine the factors that affect the labor performance in the manufacturing sector from 2011 to 2021. Lastly, to identify the most effective ways to improve productivity in the manufacturing sector in Malaysia. Next, the literature review. Firstly, the concept of productivity. Productivity is a measurement that looks at an economic performance by comparing the number of goods and services produced or cost output with the number of inputs that have been used. Secondly, labor productivity of the manufacturing sector in Malaysia. The Malaysian economy recovered to 3.6% after a decline of 4.5% in the previous quarter. The manufacturing sector is the only sector that surpasses the pre-pandemic level. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. So this figure is showing the trend of total employment and employment in the Malaysian manufacturing sector from 2011 to 2021. So the analysis is found that total employment in 2020 was 50,084 million and was the highest total employment in the period within that 10 year, which is 2011 to 2021. So total employment in that 10 years show a positive effect as the number increased from year to year. However, the total employment in the manufacturing sector did not reach the government's goal, where in 2019 to 2021, the total employment in manufacturing has declined continuously, and it showed a negative impact on economy because this sector is the main sector in goods and services and also contributed to the economy. In 2013, the beginning of the total decline with a value of 2,240 million. However, in 2014, it increased again to 2,266 million. Next, the increase in the rate of change was not sustainable as it declined again in 2,499 million in 2018 and increased again to a value of 2,681 million in 2019, and this indicates the total employment of the manufacturing sector. So this figure is showing the trend of labor productivity and productivity growth in the Malaysian manufacturing sector from 2011 to 2021. So the study found that labor productivity of 8.8% in 2013 and negative 2.2% in 2011 showed the highest and lowest level in period 2011 to 2021. Nevertheless, labor productivity is still in good shape and shows change that can still be improved. Okay, and labor productivity growth within that 10 years showed adverse effect as the number were still manageable. But productivity growth in the manufacturing sector did not achieve the government goals also, where in 2020 to 2021 showed productivity growth in manufacturing sector slowed for 2 consecutive years due to the effect of the COVID-19 pandemic.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Ali Abza. My metric number 28007. I will present my part, factor that affect the labor performance in the manufacturing sector. Okay, firstly, labor shortage. Labor shortage cause the goods required at a particular time cannot be carried and meet demand due to labor shortage and also affect export. Secondly, capital intensity. Capital intensity cause delay in the payment of wages to the worker, and this result in the productivity performance of the worker is not very good, and due to their arrogance, and the worker are forced to stop or resign for survival. Third, technology and digitalization. Mostly Malaysia are less exposed to the latest technology and even low technology handle skill, and that result is low labor performance, and the use of technology depends on the passage of the time. Third, technology and digitalization. Mostly Malaysia are less exposed to the latest technology and even low technology handle skill, and that result is low labor performance, and the use of technology depends on the passage of the time.
Hello, my name is Khairul Azman Abdullah with metric number 253716. So I will explain about the ways to improve the productivity in manufacturing sector in Malaysia. First, by investment in physical capital. What is physical capital? Physical capital is made up of man-made objects that a corporation buys or invests and used to manufacture goods or products. Why? Because the physical capital investment has two main effects on productivity. The first is a rise in physical capital quantity, and the second, an improvement in physical capital quality. For an example, by buying more computers of the same quality. This is the first one. And the second one, the example is buying the same number of computer but quicker or more sophisticated computer type. So the firm that purchase new equipment for manufacturing process can obtain physical capital investment. For our knowledge, Malaysia's manufacturing sector has attracted 91.3 billion ringgit in investment across 1,049 projects in 2020. Next, the second one is research and development, or we know as R&D. R&D refers to the action that business engage in to innovate and create new products and services. Manufacturing innovation fuel the technology research and development aiming at improving manufacturing companies' competitiveness. Manufacturing related R&D typically improving existing method process as well as developing wholly new process machines or system. By R&D, it can quickly produce high value innovation strategies designed for the firm, which can be a valuable sources of value to sustaining competitive advantage. Malaysia was the 27th most innovative country according to Bloomberg's in 2017 Innovation Index. The third one, rewards recognition. It is a system which people are rewarded for their accomplishment either internally or externally. It is known as reward and recognition. Recognition is a desired activity that enhances the repeat of the behavior which boosts productivity. It increases the employee happiness and delight, where will be more time of them to spend on work and less wasted. Employees can be recognized and rewarded in variety of ways, including bonuses, return of worker compliment by party or birthday, and employee appreciation day. The fourth and the last is increase the quality of education and training. The productivity can rises when the number of educated worker rise because the competent worker can do job more efficiently. Then the business with an educated workforce are more efficient and capable of contributing new and useful invention. What company can do to gain this? The company can provide workshop or visit to various parts of the firm to teach and give them openness. This is one of the strategies that improve internal learning and development. This not only increase employee awareness of their role in the firm, but it also increase the likelihood of new ideas and innovation, as more of members of your team become acquainted on how the organization operates. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Muhammad Aimanul Hakim bin Shawal. My metric number is 265817. Malaysian business should migrate upstream to manufacture high value added skill and technology intensive products, especially because their comparative advantage in manufacturing labor intensive item has been lost by low wage nations entry into the worldwide market. Policymakers should continue to emphasize the adoption of real pay commensurate with labor productivity. The way forward is to improve workforce skills in order to create a pool of highly skilled knowledge workers.